Okay. Hour fasting, and I have to say I was super surprised by it, and I wasn't planning on it. It wasn't like something I was just gonna do. You know, I haven't been reading up on it. I started reading up on it when I was actually doing it. That's how I found out about it. But I just had a thing where I had one day I had dinner at 6 o'clock, and I didn't eat until like it was like noon the next day, and I was about to eat. And I said, dude, you've already kind of gone like this long. Why don't you do 24-hour fasting, right? And then I went online and I looked at some of the benefits of fasting, and I was surprised at what I was seeing. And like, it is more than just a weight loss deal, which I was just thinking I could lose some pounds here. Really, the big thing that happens is some of the cells that get removed, or some of the proteins that get removed out of your body and then reprogrammed into your body, and some of the fat that gets drained out of your liver and stuff. And so I just went for it, man. And to my surprise, I was like, I don't know if I can do this, right? And I will say the only thing I did use and
Hey guys, hey, how are you? I am watching a video here. Good evening. How is everybody?
I feel amazing.
How is everything going? I'm trying to skip this ad and I can. Okay. So let me pause this. Hey, it's the beginning of the 72 hours fasting. And I hope you guys are totally into this. Can I get an amen? Who's coming with me this time? Right? I know I need to do this. And I'm sure some of you need to do it too. Okay? So let's get this going, right? I was listening to a video from someone who did a 72 hours fast just by accident. He didn't set out to do it at first, but he was, up and about without food for so many hours that he just decided to go 24 hours, and then he decided to make it 24. And while he was doing that, he started researching and he realized what great benefits there are in fasting. So he continued, and this is his story. His channel is Bluff, BLUFF. So I'm going to play the rest of it so you guys can listen. Okay.
Alkaline water. It's not that much more than regular water, and I just thought, man, I'm just gonna try some alkaline water. I actually like the taste of it, to be honest with you, a little bit better than regular water. And you can get it anywhere. Any supermarket now has it. And I think it's like 9.5. What is alkaline water? It has a pH level higher than like 9, I believe, or maybe 8.5 and higher. But the one I had like, I think it has like 9.5, and had some alkalines into it. So I was, some electrolytes built into it. So I said, all right, I'm gonna do this, dude. So I went on it, right? And at first, I don't think I had crazy cravings, but I was kind of like, man, damn, it sounds good. In-N-Out sound good right about now, dude. But then as I went through it, I noticed that no longer did I have these food cravings, right? I was kind of like, wow, I was kind of scared, because for the first time in my life, I was like, I don't think I need food. And I was kind of worried about that. I was like, dude, I hope there's nothing else going on. But no, I felt like I was charged for the first time, and I can even remember. I didn't feel like I had to eat. And so this is what really blew my mind, is that as I proceeded through it, and I decided, okay, I'm going to keep it going because I feel great. I started feeling better. And I had like way more energy, and I was shocked on that. And I was going out, and you see the pool here, been swimming every day. I went out for a few mile walk every day. And I thought, like, man, you're going to crash. You better be careful. Even when I was going out walking, I was thinking, like, maybe you should take someone with you in case something happens, right? But it was the opposite, and I was floored. I did not expect that I would have that kind of energy by not eating. And I'm not lying to you, man. I'm not selling nothing. And I'm like, for the people out there watching in P-Tough land, I'm sure there's a lot of people like me that would be like, yeah, right, dude. Yeah, right. But I'm not joking, dude. Like, my energy levels went way up. And made me kind of think like, whoa, dude, what's going on here? And I jumped on the scale, and through the whole process, I did lose. I went from 237, 238-ish, maybe 239, down to 220, 221, right? That's a big change. And I know that's something that's going to come back, but that weight was with me drinking a lot of water. So, like, I'm not just sitting here not drinking water. Like, I'm not, trying to dump weight off. I mean, I'm drinking tons of this alkaline water. I'm pounding it, dude. And, yeah, it was just amazing. And then when I started, after 48 hours, I still had that injury. I mean, there's something about my brain, dude. I was like, I wanted to get out and walk. And that was something I did not expect. Like, I wanted to go swimming. Even right now, I wanted to do something. Like, I don't want to just lay in my bed. And it was kind of weird. I just felt like I was being way more productive. And, I jumped out. And, it was hard, too, because yesterday was the final day. My daughter was racing. And this is Bakersfield. And it is 104 at the racetracks. It's hot. And I was thinking, like, man, you could really get yourself into trouble out there. Like, you haven't eaten in 48 hours. It's going to be 104. And I just said, I'm going to go for it. So I just, drank up on the alkaline water, kept going, went out there. And, I mean, surprisingly, I had good energy. And last night, like, sometimes we go to eat after the races. My daughter likes to eat after we go racing. And I said, you know what, I'm going to hold off. Dude. I'm going to hold off because, I've gone this far. I want to make it to 72 hours. And I don't want to eat, at midnight, at Denny's. And so I did. I held off. And I got up this morning. I was wondering how I was going to feel. Boom, dude. I was up at like 6 o'clock this morning.
You can be confident choosing Farmers Insurance. There's no need to knock on wood.
Okay.
Ghirardelli chocolate chips makes baking a bite better.
Okay. All right,
And I went for a walk, like probably went for like about a mile walk, and dragged my wife with me. And but dude, I had like even now, and then when I got back. I helped get the race car back unloaded, and then I went swimming. And I'm telling you, dude, this is like 3 days of no eating, and the energy levels are crazy. I don't know how. Here's how I think it works. I've got some reading. It's like this. If you think about our ancestors, right? Let's say that you're a hunter, right? And where you had to hunt for food, let's say hundreds of years ago. Well, if you ain't eaten in, I don't know, you ain't eaten in 3, 4, 5 days, the last thing that your body's going to do is go into some hibernation mode that puts you in a cave to go to sleep, right? It's not. It wants you to survive. So what does it do? It starts clicking on all the things in your body that will make you a better hunter to go out there and survive. And I think there's something to that. I know that one thing I learned is that your liver fat gets, and I know there's, I'm going to say it wrong, but anyway, I know that there's some things that happen where your body starts using the fats. I mean, especially in your livers and stuff. And I think some of because for me, I'm pounding so much water through this thing. I think there's a cleansing that's happening as well. And and I think like right now, so I broke it today. I decided to have mushrooms sauteed, and someone said that you should take a tablespoon of like olive oil when you get back on the food. So I said, you know what? I'll saute some mushrooms and a little bit of olive oil, and then I'll have a little bit of ground up chicken. So that's what I did. I mean, it tasted really good, dude. I'll be honest with you. I was kind of worried, like, am I going to feel sick eating this? I didn't. It felt really good. But the weird thing is, I was this afternoon, and I'm not like, hey, I have to go eat something else right now. I got to go pound something else. I feel like I'm going to wait another 24 hours to eat again. It's weird, man. I can't explain it. I want to keep going. I'd like to lose the weight. I do a lot of wake surfing and some racing and stuff, and I feel like I've been a little bit overweight. I feel like I know I have. And so, but I just felt like, man, this is a huge transformation for me to not have food cravings and to have this kind of energy where I can just jump out of bed and go do things. And so, I don't know, man. I'm not selling nothing. I know there's a lot of hocus pocus, and I'm not swearing by alkaline water or even fasting because I'm not a medical doctor. There's a lot of stuff out there you can go read and decide for yourself. But for me, that's what I did. The fasting with alkaline water. I think if you are going to fast, you're going to drink water, whatever it is, make sure you get some electrolytes in you. But yeah, dude, I'm like, I don't know. I've been around for a while, and I've never even knew anything about this. I mean, I know that people fasted for religious reasons, but I never thought that I would be someone that would even do that or might see some benefits from it, but I'm super excited of the future because if I feel like this good right now, like what does that mean when I do it again? Because I am going to do this again, dude. I'm like, and that's why one of the things that I got worried about was that, like, I could have kept going, dude. I was not like, by no means do I have to stop fasting, dude, because I felt awesome, dude. I felt better than I did, I felt way better than I did anytime I go eat In-N-Out burger. And so, yeah, I could have kept going, but I was kind of worried because this is uncharted territory for me. And I'm like, did you really want to go to 48 hours or 5 days or whatever it is? And this is like uncharted territory. So I thought, like, look, let's wrap it up on this. And for you, it may not be 72. Maybe just try 24 hours, And that's the thing is, like, let's say that you eat dinner at 6 p.m. and you're thinking, like, well, how can I do this? Well, if you just wake up and the next day it's 10 p.m., well, you already have all those hours logged in. If you can just make it to 6 p.m., you've done 24 hours. And so even that has like big benefits for your body outside losing weight. And then once you get to that point, you're going to be shocked on how much energy you might have. And at that point, you can say, look, I'm going to keep riding this deal, dude, because that's how I felt. Like, I was like, I'm going to keep going, dude. I feel better than I have in a long time. And so I think for a lot of people, it's going to, be different. I think you're going to have different results. I think if you're someone that's active and you do have a lot of body fat on you, like, I got a belly on me, dude. Not crazy, dude, but, more than I want to have. I think that you're going to find that stuff just like starts ripping off your body, dude. It's like, that's a lot, dude. I know, and I'm not trying to say we should all crash diet because I don't even think of this as a crash diet. I just did it. I kind of got into it a little bit. Like, I'd like to see what it does, but I had no idea the health benefits. And I really urge you, please go, type YouTube. Just look at what it does, especially when you start getting into the 48 hour, the 72 hour. You're going to be shocked on what this does. And I know there's intermediate fasting. I think I'm going to drift into that next, but I'm definitely coming back to this again. And I don't know, maybe I'll do another video later. I dropped down, like I said, about 220 on this deal from like, dude, that's crazy, dude. I can't imagine that, 137. And so, I don't know, maybe that's why I feel good. Think about what it would be like, carrying a 20-pound lead weight around. It'd be crazy, right? So I'll keep you updated, dude. I'm going to keep doing it. And for right now, I'm just going to ride out some intermediate fasting. And then maybe in a couple of weeks, I'll venture back to another 24 or 48. And then we'll see how it goes, dude. But I wanted to share this with you because I know there's someone out there that is like me that would maybe normally say, dude, you're out of your mind, that maybe has a 24 pack, right, on, and they want to like feel better. Maybe they have heart problems. And I heard that it helps heart issues. And I've had some high blood pressure. So I'm hoping that this will get me started in the right direction to help that heart deal. So, and I think there's a lot of people out there like me that could help. So that's why I'm doing this video. This ain't a typical video you'd see on Be Tough, but I definitely want to share this with people. And if you go to our Bakersfield Tough on Facebook, you go over there, there's a lot of conversation, a lot of interest in it. So, you're not too tough to want to do something like this. And you'd be surprised what the human body can do, man. I think that's, at the end of the day, it's always nice to see, regardless of what kind of shape you're in, what your body's capable of doing. Because we shortchange it. I guarantee our bodies were not meant to eat 3 times a day and eat processed foods all day. That was not what our bodies were intended to do. And we're just forcing it down there. It's no wonder everybody's got high blood pressure and, and sicknesses and diseases. I mean, we're just like filled with toxic mess. So anyway, there you go, man. I wanted to share this with you. And hopefully you get some. If you have a question about it, drop it down. I'll give you my honest opinion. I am not a doctor. I am not selling nothing. I promise you that. I am not trying to. This is a video done by a guy. Conspiracy theory, dude. This is 100%. His channel is Be Tough. As I go through this journey, I'm gonna keep going, dude. Because good things, man. You want to keep those going. All right.
And he was sharing his honest opinion about doing 72 hours fast. Who is here? Please go ahead, put your name in the chat so that we can say hello to you. Yeah, he was talking about his 72 hours fast. And I can relate to some of the things you said. I do understand, right? And if you would just, hi, Eve. It just says Facebook user here, so put your name there so I know who is there. Please, sorry. You have to give StreamYard permission on your device so that your name will show up. Yeah. So we are going to go deep into this 3-day fasting. What do you say? I am really looking forward to it because the last couple fasting that I did, the last two were not perfect. So I am trying to do better, with this one, so that I could get better results. I did benefit from the 3 days fast when I did it with you a few weeks ago. Oh, it's Sheila. Hi, Sheila. Your name is not showing up here. Nice to see you, Sheila. Are you planning to do this one again, Sheila? Yeah. I was saying the last two set of fasting I did, they were a bit choppy in the last, the last 24 to 48 hours. So I really want to do this one very clean, very straight up, no no mistake. I want to be very strict about this one. And it doesn't mean that if you do it, you have to be strict. I always say don't be too hard on yourself. Be accountable. But if something happens after your first 24 hours or 42 hours or 48 hours or whatever, don't kill yourself. Just, you know, jump on back. Don't be discouraged because you messed up doesn't mean you should quit. Um, if something happened and you had to eat something, whether it is that you didn't feel well or so on, and you had to pause and eat something, just continue to fast for the rest of the time. So let's try to do it again. Let's try to see how, if we can better, what we did before, because we keep improving on what we have learned or what we have done before. Sheila said 3 days in a work week. No, Thursday evenings to Sunday evening is better for me. Okay, Sheila, I take that into consideration next time. I forget that some people really wouldn't be able to start on a Monday. It's the beginning of the work week. If you started on a Saturday, then you would have Sunday. And then if you ended on a Monday, it would have been easier. Okay, so what I'd suggest you do then, Sheila, is to do intermittent fasting and do water. Just do the water and do the intermittent starting at after noon, between noon and 6 p.m. But just do water. How does that sound? When I say just do water, I mean do an excess amount of water, more than you normally do. But do the meals between 12 and 6. Keep it intermittent. All right. Is there any other comment from anybody else who's watching? Don't be shy. Just go ahead and put something in the chat so we can talk about it. So it's 6 p.m., 6:20 right now. We officially in the fasting period, and I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to see how strict I could keep this up for the next 72 hours. It shouldn't be difficult. I don't see myself having a lot of issues over the next 3 days. So I'm expecting to be extremely successful in this one. Okay. Um, yeah. So let's go. Let's go. Let's bring it on. Who else here is planning to do the fast? If you're not seeing this video during the broadcast and you see it afterward, you could still go ahead and comment, right? And let us know who else is, you know, joining this challenge. And thank you so much for watching. Please share it with your friends so that they can come along with us on this journey. But here we go for the next 72 hours. This is my water. Uh, this This says it's 95 point, it's 9.5 pH, and it's iodized. It also has electrolyte, right? So, which is why I choose to drink this water, especially when I'm fasting, because of the electrolytes. It kind of keeps me um, feeling very good, honestly. Um, I don't know if it's a mind game or a mind trick, but this particular brand of water when I'm fasting is really good. I do drink it otherwise sometimes, but especially when I'm fasting, I like to drink this one. Um, all right, so here we go. Good luck, everyone. I will be joining you periodically to check in to see how it's going, and I will tell you exactly what's going on with me. As I said, I am planning to do this one very strict. I'm going to stay with it, right? I'm not going to be tasting anything, not tasting no teas, not tasting no mixture of any kind, right? So so I want to be strict with this. Okay? 72 hours. Here we go. All right, guys. Take good care of yourself. I hope you enjoyed the video that I played for you. I'll find some other videos and let you hear what other people have to say about the benefits, the health benefits of intermittent fasting. And I hope as you go through this journey that you will find something out of it. Make sure you are in a good place emotionally. Make sure that you remain positive. Do your affirmations. Do your half an hour exercises each day, especially your stretching. Do find time for relaxation and reflection, and stay around positive people. Read positive things. Get up and listen some motivational tape. Be positive. Okay, so I will join you guys tomorrow to give you some more updates. Take good care of yourself and have a wonderful night. God bless you. Bye bye.